welcome to our talk show Rubaru. And today I'm here with the founder of Brands and Sourcing Leaders Association, Mr. Raman Dutta, sir. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you, and it's my honor to be here at MSTV.
Thank you, sir. So my very first question to you would be, how are you coming to Marva Studio? So how are you feeling right now?
Amazing. In fact, with my meeting with Mr. Marwa was very motivating, and with our association with Marwa Group, it's going to be really great. And I have a lot of hopes that our mission and their mission will get aligned, and we'll do some bigger things.
Okay, it's lovely to hear about this. Moving on to my next question, and that would be about your organization, the Brand and Sourcing Leader Association in BSL. So what is this organization is about?
So, since the name says Brands and Sourcing Leaders Association,
Right.
it's an association of uh, three type of people. The first category is international brands having offices in India.
Okay.
So the brands means all the lifestyle brands, from shoes to apparel to home textile. So let's say Zara, Mango, Bestseller. So their country heads, their brand heads, and their sourcing heads are members. Second category is Indian brands on the large scale, like Fab India, Biba, Mintra, Aditya Birla. Their brand heads and sourcing heads are members. And the third category is the large format buying offices.
Okay.
So when any international brand wants to buy from India, they come to buying offices and then they source from India. The lot of input given for design, for quality by these buying offices, and their heads are our members. So in total, we are around 400 plus members, and last year we evaluated that we sourced nearly 55 billion out of India, sitting in India, between
Okay.
domestic and international brands. And we have 12 international chapters. We have UAE, we have Japan, we have Russia, we have US, we have Europe. So each chapter has 20 to 60 people, again, and brand and sourcing people. And the main focus and main reason of forming this association is to increase exports from India
Okay.
and reduce import in India. So that's the main core reason of forming an association.
We talk about your organization, so there must be a vision about it. So can you tell us about the vision?
So one of the major vision which came out in last few years, that I will ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you know any Indian brand which is global?
No.
Do you know any Spanish brand which is global?
No. Not right now.
So like Zara is a global brand.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
go to any part of the world, you ask any customer, they'll know about Zara, but they don't know about any Indian brand. And we actually are very large manufacturer hub. We are one of the third or fourth biggest producers in the globe for all international brands. But we have not created Indian brands who've gone global.
Right.
And these brands, whether they are it's a Bollywood or it's a food or it's a apparel brand, they are bigger soft powers of the country, which makes country popular. It's
Right.
not the army strength or it's not the population which makes it popular, but let's say IT made it is a soft power for India. So same way, brands are very important for taking India in a global space where India should be talked with our soft powers. So we see a great opportunity for Indian brands to go global. So that's one of our major visions, that we want to take entire lifestyle brands which are already there to make them global.
Okay. So being in this textile journey, I mean, the journey would be, I think, hard, and you must be working so much for this BSL, your organization. So how was the journey, and can you describe it in 3 words? First, describe in 3 words, and then describe your journey.
So I've been in the industry for nearly 30 years now,
Okay.
but the way the world is changing today, way the geopolitics, and there are so many things happening.
Right.
India is getting evolved as a market for sales as well as supplies. So, if I say in 3 words, we want to change the perspective of looking at India from the globe in a very different way. So, that's one of the core we want to build it now.
That's amazing.
Hmm.
And how was your journey being in this textile industry? Because people call you a god in textile
Absolutely
industry.
not.
They do.
That's absolutely, you need to edit it. You should
No,
not
I
say.
mean, I heard about you. I mean, from other people. So they said that you are actually a kind of like a very inspiration, an idol for being in this textile journey.
No, you have to rephrase it.
Okay.
So you have to say hustler
Okay.
or a catalyst.
Okay.
So rephrase now.
Okay. So being in this textile industry, people call you an hustler. So how would you explain your journey?
Yes, people call me hustler because I try to do things differently, and things which has never happened before. We try to get into that space because when we see a problem, we see a larger opportunity.
Okay.
So people call me hustler because we get into things which are not being taken seriously, or that opportunity has never been thought. And to, if you have to do something different, then you have to go through different challenges. So yes, this is a true statement of yours.
Okay, so that was very inspiring. So moving on to the other question, and that would be that you are organizing a global summit, a global outreach summit of BSL. So what was the purpose behind that?
So in last 10 years, what we have seen is Indian exports, and especially in apparel, is moving around 15 billion. Sometime it goes down, sometime it goes up. But a country next to us, which is Bangladesh, has really grown very fast. They are 4 times than us in these 10 years.
Okay.
So that is one of the main things which we have taken as a challenge. And what we are trying to do is to explore countries where India can be a big thing. And in last 10 years, what we have seen is a lot of manufacturers, lot of large format companies are awarded in India.
Okay.
But global brands who are giving business to India, like Marks and Spencer, JC Penney, Walmart, they are looking at India for supplying and selling both, but they have never been recognized as a platform. So one, what we are doing is we are getting all the global brands CEOs to India and Indian brand CEOs in this summit. We want them to talk and collaborate so that we can do Indian brands collaborating with global brands, and the journey can become easier. So that's what we are trying to do in summit, and we would like to recognize the global awards. Sorry. So we would
Global.
like to award the global brand heads for their contribution in last 10 years growth of India and their next 5-year plan for growth of India. So whosoever brands have got better, thing to say, we will be awarding them. And fortunately, Dr. Sandeep Marwa has agreed to be part of a jury,
Right.
and we are very grateful to him. And we want to have this summit a very powerful summit where the global CEOs are sitting across and looking at India's growth. So that is the uh, gist of this summit.
Okay, that's a great initiative you have taken. So if we talk about you being a firm advocate of sustainability, right? So what's your take on sustainability?
So our take is very, very different
Okay.
than what it is for the normal industry. Uh, we talk about sustainability in organization where the women empowerment is happening and all that thing is happening. But these stories are stuck within these manufacturing. They have never gone global. And the global brands, they came to India, they worked on women empowerment, they worked on environmental sustainability, social sustainability, but they took these stories and they built their brands. So Indian companies, Indian brands have never leveraged the sustainability in the globe. So they are looking at us building stories here and making their brands bigger. So what we want, Indian brands to talk about sustainability, and the story should go out in the globe that how Indian brands, I'm not talking about lifestyle,
Okay.
but any kind of a brand, maybe a movie or maybe uh, a car brand or any brand. We should talk about sustainability and the impact. We should tell the whole globe how we are impacting. So in storytelling, we are a little behind
Hmm.
as compared to Europe and American companies or maybe the Western world. So that is what I see as sustainability.
And I think people are also associate foreign brands as luxury, right? And Indian brands, but don't they take Indian brand that much seriously? Instead of they go for the luxury brands from foreign, whether their manufacturing is from China. If we see current trends that are going from right now, so what's your take on that?
No, I think my take is very different. Indian
Hmm.
brands like and or global desi, we are already spreading in the globe.
Hmm.
We are already in a luxury space. There are a lot of luxury brands which have come up in India. So we are entering that market. Though most of the luxury brands are manufacturing in India only. You talk about Hugo Boss, you got
Hmm.
Lacoste, you got what any brand you name, they are manufacturing in India. So yeah.
Okay. So we'll ask about the how we're gonna see BSL after 5 years.
So currently, what we are working in
Hmm.
5 years, what we see Indian brands and Indian companies to be at least in the first five position in the world.
Okay.
And we are not in the space right now in any place. We are not in first 100. So at least we are targeting to go into first five.
Okay, that's nice. And if we talk about textile industry, so there's a lot of different trends are going on. If we talk about the brands, some brands are also announcing people are going for the startups, right? They are building their own brand. So do you think that is also a great strategy?
Yes, in last 5 years, the entrepreneurship
Hmm.
and startups, new brands have created a success stories. We have Rare Rabbit, we have Snitch, and they have touched the youth, which is 55% of our population, and which is getting into buying mode in another 10 years. I think more than 40% is going to be in the age group of 25 to 35. And there are brands who are focusing this category, and they are doing a great success in India. So yes, the new startup brands have got a place in India.
Okay, that's nice to hear about it. And if we ask another question, that was very interesting. So where did you get the idea that you wanted to work on this? I mean, the BSL, the sourcing and brands, you wanted to work on the brands. So where did you get that idea?
Um,
Like, is there any inspiration behind this?
so inspiration is just one. I have been serving global brands for nearly 25 years,
Okay.
supplying to global brands, to Zara, to you name a brand we've served. So in last 10 years, their backend means their supply chain management all has moved to India because the intellect of India is one of the best. So we make brands sitting in India. In last 5 years, even the front end means design, uh, visual merchandising, supply chain management, everything is done from India. The brands like PVH, Tommy Hilfiger, Calvin Klein, so all are doing it in India. They have base in India. They are managed from India for the entire globe. So we have the intellect. So why not we
Right,
make Indian brands when we have an intellect? So
right.
that's why.
And also, India is known for their culture, rich tradition. So, do you think that would be also helpful for promoting India in foreign industry or foreign platforms?
Our Prime Minister, last month, uh, on a speech, he said, you know about GI tag? It's India has only 650,
Hmm.
whereas US has more than 10,000. And GI tag is given to an art or an artisan for to an individual, to a community, to a district. Like we have Lucknowi from Lucknow.
Ji.
So different art forms. तो हमारी जीआई टैगिंग ही नहीं है अभी, हमारे पास सिर्फ 650 है.
Okay.
But India has a huge culture. We have
Right.
36 states, mean 36 countries. We have 13 languages. So art forms are hundreds and hundreds and thousands. लेकिन आज तक हमने उनको ही रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं किया. So our Prime Minister has given a vision to have at least 10,000 GI tags by 2030. Now, in that, he said 4,000 has to be from textiles.
Okay.
So, if we have to do 4,000 in 5 years, we have to do at least 5 per day. So, in this summit, what we are doing, we are attaching youth with GI tags, means artisans. So, because artisans cannot build their story,
Hmm.
they cannot tell what is the impact they are giving on social sustainability or environmental sustainability. So, we are attaching students for them. So, we will be awarding 10 best students and 10 best artisans who build best stories for best artisan.
That's great
And
initiative.
this recognition is going to be given by the global brands. So, let's say Zara might be picking up few art forms and few artisans and the students who are building those stories. And Zara might be, so I'm giving a hypothetical name, it can be another brand also, but picking up those art forms to use in their products. And they'll be mentioning that we are using Lakmini or this art or that art, and this is going to be published. So that's how we can build artisans, and we can bring lot of change and globalization for our artisans. That is the whole motto, and one of the mottos at this event also.
And that's a great motto, and you're taking this initiative and for our Indian brands, and that is very appreciable. And if we talk about Prime Minister, if we talk about our Prime Minister, he's also started this trend called Atmanirbhar Bharat, right? For our brands, for our manufacturing. So, what would you say about that?
So Atmanirbhar means we have a consumer in India, we have entrepreneurs in India. So our entrepreneurs can generate employment. We can find out products which can be used in India and in the globe.
Right,
So the complete ecosystem within India is Atman Bharat. We should not look at the globe. Atman Bharat means from product to consumer we should create in India,
right.
and then it can transform a circularity where we are reusing and rebuying whatever we are doing it within India. So that's a great mission, and we are for it and on it with them. Yeah.
Okay. So, being in textile industry, so do you also face many challenges? So, can you tell us about that?
So we always say when there is a challenge or when there is a problem, there is an opportunity.
Right.
So we try to resolve it, and if we try to resolve it, and if we achieve something, we definitely accelerate our growth.
It's lovely meeting you, sir. That was very
Thank you.
fruitful information and such an insightful information about textile industry and your brands and sourcing leaders association. So, any message you wanted to give to the viewers at last?
So since I'm sitting in AFT, and that's a great institution, I would like to say to the young generation coming up, think about more entrepreneurship, think about taking India as a brand global, and build brands in any product, any category which talks about India in the globe.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
For another episode, keep watching our talk show Rubaru. Thank you.